Hi, this is Mrs. Hasmer, and today's lesson is on Eureka Math, Grade 6, Module 1, Lesson 10. Okay, so the Exploratory Challenge. This is page S43 in your workbooks. Imagine that you are making a fruit salad. For every quart of blueberries you add, you would like to put in 3 quarts of strawberries. Create 3 ratio tables that show the amounts of blueberries and strawberries you would use if you needed to make fruit salad for greater numbers of people. And they have the 3 tables. So table 1 should contain amounts where you have added fewer than 10 quarts of blueberries to the salad. Table 2 should contain amounts of blueberries between and including 10 and 50 quarts. And table 3 should contain amounts of blueberries greater than or equal to 100 parts. Okay, so it says complete the chart, and this is the one that has fewer than 10 quarts of blueberries. So I would just do 1 quart of blueberries, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if this is 2, this would be 6. If this is 3, this would be 9. If this is 4, this would be 12. If this is 5, this would be 15. Okay, so I did that already too, but you can fill in your chart. If you have your workbook, fill in your workbook. Okay, so table 2, it said, should contain amounts of blueberries between and including 10 and 50 quarts. So 10 and then 50. That's how I did it. So this, for the blueberries, I just did 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And if there's 10 quarts of blueberries, there's 30 quarts of strawberries. If there's 20 quarts of blueberries, there's 60 quarts of strawberries, right? And if there's 30 quarts of blueberries, there's 90 quarts of strawberries. If there's 40 blueberries, 120 strawberries. And if there's 50 quarts of blueberries, you have 150 quarts of strawberries. Must be a lot of people who want fruit salad. Okay, and then the last one was table 3. And it said it should contain amounts of blueberries greater than or equal to 100 quarts of the blueberries. So, greater than or equal to. So it's equal to for this one. And then we just went up again. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And if there's 100 blueberries, there's 300 strawberries. 200 blueberries, 600 strawberries. 300 blueberries, 900 strawberries. 400 blueberries, 1,200 strawberries. 500 blueberries, 1,500 strawberries. Okay, so A says to describe any patterns that you see in the tables, be specific in your descriptions. So if you go back, let's go back to the first one. Okay, so if I was to reduce all of these and change them into fractions to find the value of the ratio, all of them would reduce to 1 to 3. And that's the same for the 10s. 10 to 30. If I made it into a fraction 10 over 30 and it divided both by 10, it would equal 1 blueberry to 3 strawberries. The same for each one. If I reduced it, then the value would be the same. So they all are equivalent ratios. Okay, B, how are the amounts of blueberries and strawberries related to each other? And we just said that it's always 1 part to 3. 1 to 3. C, how are the values in the blueberries column related to each other? So let's go back. Blueberries. Well, especially this one, we just went up by 1 each time, right? So it's just adding, or, and even the 10s, you could say you're adding by 10 each time. Okay, and then the 100s, you're adding by 100 each time. Okay. And D, how are the values in the strawberries column related to each other? So let's go back. Let's look at the strawberries. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, it's always going up by 3, right? Okay, how about this? 30, 60, 90. Okay, so this one, it's always going up by 30. instead of just 3. But if you reduced it, it would be 3. And the same here, it's 300, 600, 900, so it's going up by hundreds this time, right? But if you reduced all of them, it's always 1 part blueberry to 3 parts strawberries. Okay, E. If we know we want to add 7 quarts of blueberries to the fruit salad in table 1, how can we use the table to determine how many strawberries to add? So let's look. I think we went up to 5. So if you forgot. Okay, so we went up to 5. So 5 times 3 gave us 15. They said they want to have 7 quarts of blueberries. So if we had 6, 6 times 3 would give us 18 strawberries. And if we had 7 quarts of blueberries, 7 times 3 would give us 21 quarts of strawberries, right? All right, let's see what F says. If we know we used 70 quarts of blueberries to make our salad, how can we use a ratio to find out how many parts of strawberries were used? Okay, so 70 to what? Let's see. Okay, so at 50, there's 150 strawberries, so you multiply it by 3. It's 3 times the amount of strawberries. So if it's 60, it'd be 3 times 60, it'd be 180. But they want 70, right? 70 blueberries, so 70 times 3 is 210 strawberries then. I think that's what they asked. Let's look. Yes, okay. All right, so now the following tables were made incorrectly. And they want us to find the mistakes that were made, create the correct ratio table, and state the ratio that was used to make the correct ratio table. Okay, so 3 to 24, 5 to 40, 7 to 52, 9 to 72. All right, let's see. If I make this into a fraction, 3 over 24, I know I can reduce both numbers by 3. 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 24 8 times, so it's 1 to 8. How about this one? 5 over 40, we make it in a fraction. Divide both numbers by 5, so that would be 1 over 8 again. 7 over 52. Okay, so we found our error, right? If I divide or change this number to 7 times 8 would be 56. So 7 over 56, so change the chart, then it would be correct because 7 goes into 7 once and 7 goes into 56 8 times, right? We'd still have that 1 to 8 part. And 9 over 72 I can reduce by 9, and 9 goes into 9 once and 9 goes into 72 8 times. So we'd still have that 1 to 8 ratio. Okay, the following tables were made incorrectly. This is the same exact scenario, so something's wrong. Let's look. We have 1 to 5, we have 4 to 8, we have 7 to 13, we have 10 to 16. So what can we do to change that, to make it correct? What if we did 1 to 4, and then if we multiplied 1 by 4 and 4 by 4, we could change the numbers here to make it right. So you have to figure out how you want to make it so that the pattern works. Okay, because we can make this a 4, 1 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16, right? Okay, so you figure that out and fill it in. A couple on that one. All right, thank you.